this number came out a couple years ago, you know, after we were on the ground, it was
Yeah,
a
I
little
think it
bit
was like
more
2
intense.
years ago. Yeah.
So that's partially why we have the shirts, just to get that awareness out.
Yeah.
I also wanted to come today to just talk about the progress we've made with this in the district. And
Yeah.
that's why I brought my friends with me, because maybe we should talk about that first.
Yeah.
Mr. Thomas and the radio TV department was kind enough to collaborate about some things I wanted to share. We have an SEL calendar that shares videos for the students to teach
Right.
about SEL 2 days a week.
Right.
One of the things we wanted to talk about was anxiety, because anxiety can be very confusing. A lot of people call it worrying.
Yeah.
So it's not giving as much attention as it should.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
So
it's dismissed.
exactly, stop worrying, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
Well, if somebody could do that, they would.
Right.
So what these 2 ladies did was participated in an awesome video that kids around the district just have gotten. And these 2 were so great.
Nice.
One of them
Aw.
portrayed anxiety,
Yeah.
and one of them portrayed somebody trying to come and take a test.
Right.
And it really kind of showed what goes on inside your head, what you can do about it.
Yeah.
We had a 3rd person come in, and she was like super calm.
Right.
She taught her how to take a test.
Oh, so you're giving tools. You're kind of showing them how to use the tools that they already have.
They are, which
Yeah.
is even better than you,
Right,
because
right.
you know when your peers are showing you something and stuff like that, it's so much more than kind of that feeling like
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So I'm just really grateful for them, and their acting was so good that sometimes kids would stop me in the hall and say, "That little girl was really mean, Miss Diamond."
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, she was acting.
She was
Anxiety can be mean,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she did a good job.
Now let me ask you this, because I want to talk to them about how it looks for them. But you know, over the years, and I kind of I guess opine about this on the show all the time. And you know, sometimes when I look at what young people have to grow up in, it seems like they have a whole nother world that we didn't experience. And yes, ladies, I lived before the internet and before social media and all that. And I don't take that lightly, because I sometimes I have to pull myself back, in particular somebody that doesn't have kids that I see on a daily basis. So I say, you know what, they have a lot of different kind of bullying going on, and when you live your life and you're open yourself up to social media, you give so many people access to you that we didn't have to go through. We could put our natural walls up, right? Go somewhere, go home, get away from people. But now when you're opening your phone and your notifications come at you left and right and things like that, it can put a lot of anxiety and stress into your ethos. And so I just appreciate, like, you know, what you do and what others in your field do to try to make these young people aware of how to get a grip on this early. Because, you know, full disclosure, you know, I had somebody, my childhood friend, very close to me, my neighbor or whatever, just about a year or so ago, commit suicide and go through that. So it's been kind of close to me. I've been working on my mental health, but I've also been looking around, and I see so many young people that are teetering with their emotions, adults as well. It's just been very hard, you know, post-pandemic, and maybe even before the pandemic, just looking at it differently.
For sure before, and I'm going to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
2021, we had a survey that went district-wide. I believe it was February,
Yeah.
high school, with a variety of SEL questions for them, and what came up out of that survey was they don't know how to manage difficult emotions,
Right.
and they don't know if anybody at school is going to be there for them when that happens.
Right.
So that's been my guiding, like,
Yeah.
those are my guiding rules every
Yeah.
day. Okay, what can I do to solve these 2 problems?
Right.
Okay, so we have a variety of things happening that are helpful, that
Right. Yeah.
we need to get more usage of course.
Yeah, and I think I think having conversations like what you're having today, and by focusing, I think we're raising healthier adults, or at least we're making an attempt to, because I really do. So I'm going to get to these young ladies. Once again, introduce yourself, Sarah and Diamond. Okay, see, I'm not that bad, but I'm going to start off with, I'll start with you, Sarah. Tell me a little bit about the character that you played in this video that Mr. Thomas made for you, and what was it like participating in something that your peers are going to learn from?
I was the one that was suffering with anxiety and struggling to do my work.
Yeah.
And my sister died.
Yeah.
So, but it was like fun, very fun at that.
Yeah.
At the same time, it was definitely helpful for both of us actually did it.
Now, did you find yourself kind of going, you know, I guess if I was your director and you were, you know, my kind of bring that out. Because as I said, Robin said you were so great in this video, and obviously your peers feel that way. So did you tap into some inner feelings that you had been having before?
I was going back to elementary school.
Yeah.
That way, because I was just so put down,
Right.
and I was bullied never.
Yeah.
So I went back to one slight moment,
Yeah.
and that's how I decided to put it into action.
Yeah. And thank God, I'm glad you did that. So what did you kind of learn, not only by doing this, but about, I guess, adapting a new tool that you're going to have in your toolbox of life, so as you get older and as you go forward, you can deal with all the different kinds of stimuli that come at you.
Okay, so I think it helped a lot because I also have problems suffering and stuff like that even now.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
because
trust me, I trust me.
yeah, so I was suffering with it already. So the fact that I was able to act it out and
Yeah.
find a way to calm myself down,
Yeah.
besides using music or hobbies and stuff,
Right.
mindfulness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Was it a nice exercise talking about kind of looking at yourself out of body and being able to kind of really feel what you've been going through during that process?
It was fun. It was fun. I loved it.
I'm glad you did. Let me go to Donnie. Pull the mic over a little closer, Donnie, so you can hear you. And tell me about you, because you were the
Yeah, I was
sorry.
I'm actually the chill girl.
Yeah, you're like even killed.
Yeah, so when I heard that my partner was going to be anxiety, like being mean, I was shocked. I'm like, okay, this is not me.
Yeah.
This, like,
Well, it's action. Get out of your comfort zone.
yeah, so it was actually fun. I was happy that, I was out of my comfort zone.
Right.
And trying something new. Yeah.
And so you had to deal with anxiety because you were doing something that was outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I also
Yeah.
and let's just say acting now is sort of like
Right.
it calms us down.
Yeah.
And besides of using music or writing journals and stuff like that, it actually your mind thinks all over.
Listen, another tool in the toolbox.
Yeah.
Now let me ask both of you, what grade are you? What grade are you in? Like sisters. So you're in 11th grade. And so I'm looking back, and yes, I went to high school too. It was around when I was in high school. But high school is a very anxious time, in particular where you are right now. I was telling somebody I can actually remember the smell and the feel of this time of year when I was a senior. I remember when I was a junior over at Roosevelt. And so when you're going through high school, you're going through obviously your changes, you're trying to finish school, you're trying to figure out what you're going to do with your life, but you also got a lot of other stuff going on. You're trying to build your social life, you're getting emotional and all that. So have you just figured out ways to kind of deal with that now that you're talking about it? Do these programs and do these kind of conversations help you?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
School is stressful.
Yeah, school's stressful by itself.
Yeah, it's very stressful for me because a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then especially you have to deal with school and at home. So
Right,
it's
right.
all the pressure just throwing on you, and you get emotional and stressful, especially if you really trying to worry about your grades and trying to finish school. It's very stressful. You're panicking, okay, and you're not sure if there's people who will actually help you or listen to you and stuff like that. So I think these programs and stuff is actually helpful.
Have you also, and I want both of you to answer this question, I was just thinking, because this is how cool this program is, and you all doing the video, have you found yourself kind of now being kind of like beacons from some of your friends, where now because they've seen you in this, they figure you got all the answers, but at least they want to talk to you when they've got stuff? Go ahead, Sarah.
See, I do that on a daily basis. I'm not gonna lie. I do it for her, I do it for everyone, and I love it. I love helping others.
Yeah.
So this just helps me
natural.
more feel more. Yeah,
I like
it's
that.
very natural for me.
I like that. I want to go back to Robin. Both of you, let me ask you this. I'm curious. Have you all thought about, getting to the end of your school year, you thought about your senior year, you talked about your grade, you figured out maybe what you want to do when you get a little older? I'll start with you.
say, like, step out from your comfort
Yes.
zone. So, like, at first, I was in the cosmetology
Right.
program,
Right.
and I like to do hair.
Do
and
hair and
nails.
makeup.
Yeah, so
You know they have hair and makeup people work on movies and
Yeah.
TV sets. You can
So-
combine them.
yeah, so like with my sister here,
Yeah.
Sarah, when she told me about this program, dealing with music and
Yes.
stuff like that, I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me try this instead of doing something that I already know I'm already
Right.
used to.
Right.
So, when I told my family and friends about it, they was like, you know what? You might become an actress. This might be your thing, but you just don't
There you
know.
go.
Just keep going until you feel like you know you're getting there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been trying. I've been going through it and stuff, and yeah.
You know what? That's great. Listen, I'm a great example of a journey that takes you through multiple places. Right now, I'm in the phase where my wife's helping me because she knows how to speak German fluently. Every other year, we go to Germany because my wife was an exchange student there when she was in high school. So now I'm trying to learn the language. I studied French in high school and college, but you know, I'm over here trying to tackle on the language and everything like that. And, you know, I went to school for veterinary medicine. I'm sitting over here on the other side of a microphone. So you can do it all. You just do it. You just experience everything. Let me go to you, Sarah. What are you Nice. Both of you entertainers. I see why you were the biggest
Yeah.
forehead.
So I want to be a singer and actor. Singing is like mainly my main go-to.
Right,
It's
right.
my favorite thing to do at Willie Jim's story.
Yeah.
But the acting part, it's like on and off. Because it's out on my comfort zone, but it's also not.
Yeah.
Because it involves singing and you're also acting. And I'm not a type to be on camera, so I decided to go for something a little bit that I feel will be fun.
Yeah.
Just have enough fun with it.
Well, I want both of y'all to remember this little episode right here on stage, and I'm over here trying to get a ticket or at least act like I know you, okay? So just remember this.
We'll shout you out on my.
There you go. Do that, please. Let me go back to you, Rob, before you find out. And it's just, number one, thank you for bringing these young ladies.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the energy and excitement and just willingness to do something
Yeah.
that will help others. Why would I not?
Yeah. You know, I mean, this was a good example because I remember many years ago when we started to hear the term being used in schools, and if somebody's not an educator or things like that, when we were hearing about social emotional learning, it seemed like maybe just some other thing that's being added on to, you know, the diagnosis of what's going on with kids and all that kind of stuff. But there's some real merit to it, I would assume. So tell me about your experience. I mean, you and how you've seen it work, because I think these are great examples.
Well, when I describe SEL support, I always say it's the place that other things go on.
Okay.
It should
I like
be
that.
there all the time.
Right.
So when you're teaching math, people have a lot of anxiety with math.
Yes.
And you're going to start out your lesson that way. You're going to be learning something new today. I'm here for you.
Yeah.
You don't get it right away. Don't worry about it. Just even those little precursor words
Right.
can help people think, just even think, okay, she's not expecting me to know this all by the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, SEL just as a general, let's start out by you knowing I care about you and I'm here for you, which is what they're asking for.
And so, has this kind of, I guess, been accepted in the broader sense? Because I look at things when we're talking about test scores and proficiency scores, and there are two kind of people out here that I found out through my little educational journey. Some people just don't test well. They get things. It's not that they don't know what's going on. It's not that they don't understand the material. It's just being quote under the gun, and there's so many thoughts go through their heads. And then there are people who kind of can go through an ACE test. And so do we just talk about trying to create an environment instead of just having now this cookie cutter thing where we're evaluating kids in the span of an hour and a half for the SATs and all that, where we can start to approach testing and evaluating kids like that? Social
I feel like this is a whole nother regulation. I have a lot of opinions and thoughts on this. I do think that we need to test it.
Yeah.
I know you and I are around the same age.
Yeah.
I think we were probably tested seriously 3 times.
That's it.
And have become contributing members to society.
Right.
So, but with that, definitely I've seen test anxiety. I have it in my family.
Right.
I know there are things you can do. Parents can go to counselors at the school and say that, and there are 504 plans where you can say, my student needs to test by themselves with
Yeah.
headphones on. If need be, there's still getting their test result, they're not cheating.
Thank you.
Not everybody needs that, so
Right.
it's not preferential treatment,
Yeah.
it's just something that person needs. So yeah, I'm on board with whatever it takes